Eureka students. This is Mrs. Reichart, one of your school counselors, here to teach you about our 10th tool from the Toolbox program. Yes, you heard me. This is tool number 10, which means we have 2 tools left to learn after this. And it also means that now you will know 10 amazing tools to use when you are trying to solve a problem or deal with any uncomfortable feeling. The tool that you will be learning this week is the apology and forgiveness tool. The tagline for this tool is, I admit my mistakes and work to forgive yours. Our icon is a glue bottle because apologizing and forgiving others are the glue that help mend or fix relationships. Our hand gesture for this tool is really simple. You're going to take your 2 hands and just place them together like you're gluing 2 pieces of paper together. So this is the icon. Now remember, we had another tool we learned where our icon was this. Anybody know? It's the patience tool. So our hand gestures look really similar. So just remember, we're just going to put our hands together. So this is our hand gesture. Now you might be wondering, why is apologizing and forgiving others the glue that help to fix relationships? Well, that's because we all make mistakes. We all mess up. That's a part of being a human being. That's a part of being a human and having your own brain that thinks your own thoughts and having your own body that does certain behaviors. So sometimes our thoughts, our words, the way we behave might end up hurting somebody's feelings, or it may end up causing us to make a mistake. Now, mistakes are okay if we learn from them, if we're able to admit them, which means able to say, I messed up. So that sometimes can be tough for people to admit when they messed up because they don't like to make mistakes. And that's something that you need to work on then if it's really tough for you. So apologizing is really important because it lets someone know that you recognize and understand that you made a mistake and maybe that mistake caused you to hurt their feelings. Apologizing, though, is really important in that we make sure we're letting somebody know what we are apologizing for. So there's been so many times where I've seen students say things like this, sorry. Does that seem like a really good apology? Are you letting someone know you truly feel bad about what you did? That doesn't sound like it to me. So a part of apologizing is really making sure that it is genuine, which means you mean it. It also means that you're going to let somebody know what you're apologizing for. So it could look like this. I'm really sorry that I didn't include you in that game. We already had 4 players, but I still should have let you play that game with us. I won't let that happen again. Did that sound a little more genuine than the apology before? Did I let the person know what I was apologizing for and how I'm going to make sure I don't let that mistake happen again? So there are some differences in the way you apologize. Another part to this tool is forgiveness, and that can be really, really tough. When people hurt our feelings or hurt our body, sometimes we just do not want to forgive them. And here's the thing about forgiveness. Maybe when somebody apologizes, you're not ready to forgive them yet, and that's okay. Maybe you need to spend a little more time and then work on forgiving them, and that's okay too. What you need to make sure you're doing is really trying to forgive a person. If they're giving you a genuine apology, like the one that I practiced for you, then I really hope you can find it in your heart to think, you know what, I've made mistakes before and I really needed someone to forgive me and I'm going to do the same. Or I'm going to give my friend another chance because they really seem sorry for what they did. Sometimes that can be tough, but in the end, we feel better when we forgive others because instead of carrying around some uncomfortable, icky feeling about a person, when we truly forgive them, we end up feeling better because we're not carrying around that uncomfortable feeling. We're just feeling good about being around our friends. So that's why forgiving others for their mistakes is really important. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Use your empathy tool and think, have I ever made a mistake like that before? How did I feel when I said sorry and a person didn't forgive me? And how did I feel when I said sorry and the person did forgive me? Remember, all of us make mistakes. All of us need to work at forgiving others. But we're all in this together. So that's a wonderful thing that we're all learning to do. Okay, so I do have some homework for you like I always do at the end of all my videos. My homework for you is to go home and teach the apology and forgiveness tool to someone that's in your house. Maybe it's a babysitter who takes care of you after school. Maybe it's mom, dad, grandma, aunt. Maybe it's a brother or sister, whoever you would like. It's a good idea to teach these tools to because that helps remind you how to use these tools. Another thing I really want you to work on with this tool is I want you to think how you feel after you have apologized. I also want you to think, how do you feel after someone forgives you? And how do you feel after you've forgiven someone? I bet you will find in all three of those circumstances, you end up feeling a lot better than you did before. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking the time to listen to our 10th tool. I'll see you next time.